Last time on Rorsrps Sponsor Showdown. In Minneapolis, Rorsrps grabbed his second racing win, while Gravedigger won with a vengeance in freestyle. Tonight, we're in San Antonio powered by VP Racing Fuels with an over-under racing layout sure to give us a competitive show. This is Rorsrps Sponsor Showdown, and this is Monster Jam! Hello everybody and welcome back to Rorsrps Sponsor Showdown. My name is Preston Vieira and we're live in San Antonio, Texas, about to get into an incredible looking show. Last time we saw Bakugan Dragonoid become our points loser, so tonight he's being subbed out by Nautical Notion out of the highly turbulent race team. Rorsrps, your reigning Great Clips racing champion, is also in the building, looking to take home another racing win. We'll see how the crossover layout treats him, but before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a look at our racing bracket and see who has a chance of facing off in our VP Racing Fuels final round. Kicking off racing, we're going to have Sheriff taking on Mohawk Warrior. Gravedigger is going to come out next, taking on that substitute Nautical Notion. Black Pearl is going to come out, taking on Monster Energy, followed by Grinder versus Metal Militia to finish out round one. Waiting for opponents in round two, we have our reigning racing champion right now, Rorsrps, followed by Son of a Digger, Barbarian, and Bigfoot. All of these opponents are going to be found in round one, so let's jump right into it, starting off with Sheriff versus Mohawk Warrior. As these trucks take the track and take their lap and get these fans hyped up, remember that tonight's racing is powered by VP Racing Fuels. VP Racing Fuels is your ultimate ticket to dominating the track. Thanks to their partnership with Monster Jam, you can experience the adrenaline pumping action like never before. Elevate your performance with VP Racing Fuels. Our passion is your performance. Sheriff is ready to go, just lining that truck up with that ramp. Mohawk Warrior doing the same. These trucks are about to head up to the line, and we're about to kick off round one. Sheriff is on the line. Now Sheriff is on the line, just waiting for a green light. Mohawk Warrior waiting for green. Round one is about to get off to a hot start. They are off the line, heading over the ramp for the first time, and heading into this first set of switchbacks. Both trucks looking good. Mohawk Warrior clipping the ramp on the inside of the turn there on the exit. Heading into the second switchback here is looking about even. Sheriff is a little quicker out of the exit of that turn. Still anybody's race here. Sheriff going over. Heading into this final switchback, Mohawk Warrior enters first. Can he hold on to that lead over the line? And he can. It's going to be Mohawk Warrior Fire for the first time tonight, advancing to the next round. This track is awesome, and that was a great race to kick off the night. Next out on the track, though, we have Nautical Notion out of that highly turbulent race team on your left. Gravedigger is going to be on your right. Can Nautical Notion knock out the legend in his first show of the red? And now we are green, and these trucks are off the line and heading over the line for the first time and into that first switchback. Both trucks looking good here. Nautical Notion going over the crossover. A great landing and lead into the second switchback here. Gravedigger a slight lead heading over the line. Can Nautical Notion come back, or is it Gravedigger's race? Gravedigger loses the rear end a little bit, is a little sloppy on the exit. Nautical Notion has the lead, clipping that inside corner through the over-under. And it's gonna be Nautical Notion knocking out Gravedigger thanks to that rough turn in that second lap from Gravedigger. Next out on the track though, Black Pearl clipping that corner of the tunnel, facing off against Monster Energy. Black Pearl lined up, Monster Energy lined up. Both trucks are on the starting line now, and we're just waiting for green here in round 1. We have green and they are off the line and heading over the ramp for the first time and into this first switchback here. Black Pearl seems to have a better turn. Monster Energy losing that rear end just a little bit. Slow on the exit. Black Pearl nice and tight through the second switchback here. Monster Energy having a better turn but still slow on the exit as we kick off lap 2. Monster Energy not having any fun in these switchbacks. Really loose in the rear end. Black Pearl is leaving the door open though, having a rough time in this final switchback, but it's gonna be Black Pearl holding on to the lead and nearly going into the wall there. A great race from Black Pearl and a nice comeback there when he was in danger. Next out on the track though, we have Metal Militia on your left and Grinder on your right. Grinder is lined up. Metal Militia is lined up. We're just waiting for them to get staged here for your final race of the first round. They're ready to go. We're just waiting for green. Both trucks launching off that line, heading over the finish line for the first time and into this first switchback here. Grinder up on 2 wheels for a second. Metal Militia a little slow out of the exit, but it's anybody's race this early in. Metal Militia a slightly better switchback on the exit at least, but Grinder still has the lead heading into the second lap. Metal Militia a very rough switchback there as he gets all spun around in that over-under. And it's gonna be Grinder advancing to round 2 here in your final race of round 1. Let's take a look at this racing bracket for round 2 and see who's facing off. Kicking us off for round 2, we have Thunder Rorsrps, reigning racing champion, taking on Mohawk Warrior Fire. Son of a Digger is going to be facing off against Nautical Notion. Barbarian is going to be taking on Black Pearl, and Bigfoot will be taking on Grinder to finish out round 2. And here, your round 2 first opponent right now, here he is. It's Thunder Rorsrps taking a lap around the track and introducing himself to these fans here in San Antonio. Thunder Rorsrps has been putting down a pretty great racing performance these past couple shows. Thunder Rorsrps is getting over to his side now and getting lined up. Mohawk Warrior coming out of the tunnel, getting aligned with that ramp and staged on the line. Both trucks ready to go. We're just waiting for the light. They are off the line and heading down to that first switchback. Thunder Rorsrps quick through the hairpin, clipping that inside corner, both corners through the under. Oh, he loses the rear end. Mohawk Warrior a sloppy turn as well, but Mohawk Warrior grabs the lead. It's still close. Anybody's race here in the second lap. Thunder Rorsrps all over these ramps on the side of the track. Mohawk Warrior losing the rear end. It can go either way right now. Thunder Rorsrps slow on the exit. It's Mohawk Warrior advancing to the semifinals, knocking out our reigning Great Clips Racing champion. Mohawk Warrior has a shot to become the VP Racing Fuels Racing champion. Next out on the track though, Nautical Notion on your left, taking on Son of a Digger. Gotta remember, Nautical Notion is the substitute. This is his first show. He's in round 2. He has to knock out the VKT Racing champion, Son of a Digger. We are green here We'll find out if he can as we head into this first hairpin. Both trucks looking good. Nautical Notion does lose the rear end just a bit. He gathers that truck back up. This is only lap 1, so it's anybody's race still. Son of a Digger quick on that exit. Has the lead going into lap 2. Through the hairpin, Son of a Digger out wide. Nautical Notion a tighter turn. He's all up on the ramps in the under. Can he come back in this final hairpin? Son of a Digger has the lead still, and it's gonna be Son of a Digger advancing to the semifinals tonight in San Antonio. Unfortunate break for Nautical Notion, but next out on the track, we have the fastest non-winner of racing, Barbarian, on your right, and Black Pearl on your left. Both trucks getting staged. I'm just waiting for the green now as they are on the starting line. And here they go, launching off of that line, and heading over the ramp and into the first hairpin. Barbarian tossing that truck around, keeping up with that round 1 winner. Black Pearl clipping that inside corner of the under, but he still has a lead here. Can Barbarian hold on to it in this second lap? We'll find out as we head into the first hairpin of lap 2. Barbarian heading into the final hairpin. Black Pearl doing the same. It's all about this final turn here. Black Pearl has a quick exit. It's gonna be Black Pearl advancing to the semifinals here in VP San Antonio. What an interesting race. Next out on the track, though, we have Grinder versus Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a past racing champion. He took the win in Indianapolis with the Lucas Oil Racing competition. Grinder is also a past racing champion, taking the UNOH racing crown. We're just waiting on green. Launching off the line, it's dead even as we head into this first hairpin. Bigfoot getting up on 2 wheels for a second, much like Grinder did in round 1. Is that a sign? Can Bigfoot come out on top here in round 2? Grinder first into the second hairpin here. And first over the line as well. Lap 2 is getting started here. Grinder drifting that truck around, picking up that front end, all up on the ramp there. Bigfoot could have a lead as we head into this final hairpin. Oh, a rough entry. Just slow. It's gonna be Grinder advancing to the semifinals tonight. Let's take a look at this racing bracket for the semifinals and see who's facing off and see what type of show we're gonna get here. Kicking off the semifinals, we have Mohawk Warrior Fire. It's gonna be taking on Son of a Digger, followed by Black Pearl taking on Advanced Auto Parts Grinder, a rematch of the final round at the UNOH show in West Lebanon, where Grinder became the UNOH racing champion. Can Grinder defeat Black Pearl once again? We'll find out here in just a minute as Mohawk Warrior Fire is on your right and Son of a Digger is on your left. Both of these trucks pulling up to the line and getting staged. About to kick off the semifinal round. And they are off the line. We're heading into this first switchback here. Kicking off the semifinals. A great turn from both trucks. Mohawk Warrior trying to drift into that over-under, clipping the inside corner of both the entry and the exit of the under. Mohawk Warrior a little all over the place through the straight there. Son of a Digger could lead here, depending on how this second lap goes. Son of a Digger clipping that wall, the ramp, in the under, but he's first to the hairpin, and it's gonna be Son of a Digger advancing to the finals once again for his first time since the first show of the season. Great race from both trucks as Mohawk Warrior goes freestyling a little bit. And so does Son of a Digger with that slap wheelie. And next out on the track, you have your final race of the semifinals. Black Pearl on your right, Grinder on your left. Again, this is a rematch of the final round race from UNOH West Lebanon. These trucks are staged and ready to go. We're waiting for green. And they are off and heading down to the first hairpin. Grinder led into the hairpin. It's all about this second lap, really. If you mess up in the first lap, you do have a chance to come back. It all depends on your opponent. Grinder a little all over the place in that straightaway. Black Pearl getting a nice spin around that hairpin. It's about even entering this hairpin. It's all about the exit now. Grinder slower on the exit. It's close, but it's Black Pearl advancing to the finals. Son of a Digger is going to be taking on Black Pearl tonight for the win. Let's take a look at that bracket. Black Pearl kicking off his night in round 1. Son of a Digger kicking it off in round 2, knocking out the substitute. This is going to be a great race. Both of these trucks have been in the finals before. Only one has taken a racing win. And your final round of racing is powered by VP Racing Fuels. Your finalist drivers rely on VP Racing Fuels for a reason. It's the fuel that delivers championship-winning power. Don't settle for anything less. Ignite your engine, make the switch, and conquer your course with VP Racing Fuels. Our passion is your performance. This is sure to be an interesting race. Son of a Digger is excited here as he gets these fans just as excited as he is. Son of a Digger is going to be on your right here in the final round tonight. Black Pearl going to throw in some donuts early on the left. He's just excited to be back in the final round once again, it seems like. Son of a Digger pulling up to the line and getting staged. Black Pearl doing the same. I'm excited to see how this final race is going to pan out tonight in San Antonio for the VP Fuels Racing Champion. We are green, and they are launching off of this line and heading down to the first hairpin. Black Pearl taking a tighter approach. Son of a Digger taking the wider one. He's all over the place through the under, though. Black Pearl keeping it nice and tight. Son of a Digger tight, but not as tight as Black Pearl as we head into the second lap. Son of a Digger having a tighter turn this time as we head through the over-under. Son of a Digger a little all over the place on the exit. Black Pearl the same, though. Black Pearl just has a long exit on that hairpin, and it's going to be Son of a Digger, who is your VP Racing Fuels Racing Champion tonight. Give it up for Son of a Digger, claiming his second racing victory. It only took 6 shows to grab a second win, but he has done it tonight here in San Antonio. Son of a Digger taking a lap, keeping these fans on their feet as he celebrates his win with a bicycle here. Walking that thing out all the way across the track, trying to throw it up on the nose there, couldn't quite get that, but it's all right here as he goes for the slab wheelie. Son of a Digger, what a great night of racing. Kicked it off in round 2 and took names and kicked, you know what, all night long. Son of a Digger, give it up for him one more time as he parks that truck up on top of this bus ramp here. A great night of racing from everybody, but Son of a Digger is your VP Racing Fuels Racing Champion, taking 15 points. Black Pearl, your runner-up with 10. Advanced Auto Parts Grinder and Mohawk Warrior Fire with 6. Bigfoot, Barbarian, Nautical Notion, Thunder Rorsrps all going out in round 2, taking 2 points. While Metal Militia, Monster Energy, Gravedigger, and Sheriff are all on the chopping block tonight, taking 0 points, going out in round 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show tonight, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment for me, let me know your favorite part, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got new episodes just like this one every Saturday. This is only show 18 out of 30 for the season before the World Finals, so be sure to stick around if you want to see these trucks face off again. You can also find me on Instagram at Rorsrps for all kinds of behind the scenes content. But thank you guys once again. We got freestyle coming up in just a minute here, so stick around. I'll see you guys in just a minute.